What's up, everybody? It's Zach here with the Nerd Cave, and I hope that you're having a fantastic start to your week. It's January 2nd, 2024, and my oh my, is it already a new year? Yes, it is. Indeedy, it is. I hope everyone is doing fantastic tonight. It is going to be an awesome stream. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter one tonight, just because I know everybody's trying to get into the groove, everything, after the holidays. So I don't want to go cray up in here. You know what I mean? I want to go cray up in here, but it's going to be a little bit short of a stream. Probably going to call it at 9. So just letting y'all know, we're going to try some Spider-Man. We did finish God of War Ragnarok's main, like the DLC, last Thursday, so giving it a little bit of a rest tonight. We haven't touched Spider-Man in a while, so yeah, we're gonna test that out tonight. So y'all let us know how you are down in the comments below. What did you do for New Year's? Let us know down in the comments. Did you do anything fun? Now, I feel like the obligatory, it's like, oh, it was good, not too much, blah, blah, blah. We went out to a little place called South Market. Really good food there. Thankfully, everything's like gluten-free at that place. So Amy was able to eat a little bit easier there, which was nice. And then, it's good stuff. Amy says, went to dinner with the fam and ate too much. That's normally how it is. Went over to my parents and lit some small fireworks with my niece. There you go. Breaking the law. Good job, man. Teach them while they're young. Yeah, like everybody around here is doing fireworks as well. Oh, Marilyn went out with her family too. Oh, look at there. Well, guys, if you haven't already, smack the like button. It helps us out here. And I'm assuming we're doing Nerd Cave News on Thursday. If we don't do Nerd Cave News, we will be live. So there you go. We will be live on Thursday, regardless, unless something comes up, which it won't. But I am excited, guys. I am really looking forward to the future, looking forward to all the things that are going on. A lot of things are moving quite quickly, which I don't care for. I'm kind of like, I just want to just enjoy life. You know what I mean? But we're here. We're going to have a good time. Everybody's having a good time here. I want to show off something. I haven't started it yet, but I got a new notebook. Got a new notebook over the weekend, and I'm really looking forward to getting to. Is it in here? I thought it was in here. Let me find it. Oh no, I think I left it. At work. Maybe. Let's see. I think I did. Well, we're having a good time. Yeah, I think I left it. Wow, that stinks. I got a new notebook, which I'm really excited about, because I am going to start a new thing by writing. I'm just cleaning out my bag now. You're like, what is he doing? I'm cleaning out my bag. Trying to see if it's in here. Okay, it's not. So the goal of this new, it's like a pocket size notebook. It's not fully pocket size. It is a handy dandy notebook. But what I'm going to be doing is writing in the notebook, like proverbs, things to like think on, to help me. You know what I mean? Because You can get on this so easily and scroll. Like I will scroll till the cows come home sometimes. I've literally had to get an app to keep me from opening up social media and everything. So I'm looking forward to that. Writing out, like pulling things from various places, the Bible, different quotes from different people and everything. So I'm really looking forward to that. Trying to be a little bit better about just not necessarily like making more work for myself, like being, productivity. I feel like has that kind of stigma. It's like, oh, you're doing more work to be productive. I'm trying not to do that. But I am looking forward to that. So I could just like have something that's like, because I know everybody has these thoughts, have these crazy thoughts pop in your head. You're not good enough and all of that kind of stuff. Like having a notebook where I can just, see something positive, see something I can just like meditate on, like feed my soul on and everything. And it's right there. And I can just, I've got, it's a pretty thick boy of a notebook. So I've got a lot to work with. I've got a lot to fill it up with and everything. And when I fill that one up, Lord willing, I get to fill up another one. Murdoch says, I can't scroll social media, too much bad out there. Exactly, man. Exactly. And that's the whole thing. After about 10 minutes, I'm done with society and go back to prayer. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is like, I want to be able to, instead of scrolling and getting concerned and all of that about other people's stuff, focusing on things that I need for myself. Because it's really, really easy to get focused on everything out there and not focus on the things you need personally and everything. I know I'm really bad about that. So, but I am excited about that. I got a book that I am starting to read. It's by another YouTuber. It's called Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdal. Like he's like the head, like he's like the biggest productivity YouTuber out there. But it's not this whole hustle culture stuff, which I'm really like thankful for. That it's, it's way more about like finding the things that you enjoy, like making yourself like enjoy being productive and everything. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, there's little things I just want to kind of put out there. Let me know, what are y'all doing? Are y'all doing anything special for the new year? I'm not talking about resolutions. I'm not talking about any of that. But what are you wanting to improve? Just 1% every day. If it's not every day, every week. Like, what are you looking to improve in your life? And, just because it's the start of the year, it doesn't mean it has to be automatic and everything. I think that's the thing is like people like jump straight into it. And then they're like, well, why didn't it, fix automatically? So howdy, Nate. How you doing? Real quick, guys, I want to share with all of you a awesome video by my lovely wife. We put this out last week, and I am excited for it because she goes over all of her December reads. And if y'all are still wanting some, some Christmassy vibes, there's some good books in there. It's not all Christmas and everything, but there's some good books in there. We recorded like 3 videos over our Christmas break and everything. So I'm going to share y'all the link right here. Let's see, where's it at? There we go. So y'all go give that some love right now. Y'all go show her some love on her video. Really, really good episode. Really good episode. We've got the top 23 reads of 2023 we got to put out, and then we've got her TBR for this year, which isn't like, you know, all the books she will read, but it's a lot of them. Amy says, I'm starting a reading journal to keep track of things. I think that's awesome. Being able to keep track of things more. And that's something I've had to learn to do because I forget very, very easily. That's why, like, having pocket notebooks helps me a lot. And I've fallen in and out of doing this, but I've started doing it more and more at work to be able to really focus on what I need to do. I have started doing this thing where I call it my main quest. I gamify it. So it's like my main quest for the day is to do X. And then I have side quests that, you know, I kind of rank by importance and everything. So that has helped me a ton. Dan says, do keep a good work keep a good work ethic. Oh my gosh. Let's try that again. Keep a good work ethic and give my best at work. Boom. That's a good one to have, Dan. You shouldn't have a little black book you're married. Well, this one is on my to-do list. Yeah. So on my YouTube algorithm stuff and all of that. Oh, there's all my notes from your video, all the things I had to fix from my bad editing. I kid. So yeah, I've got, look at this. I got an even bigger one. It's an even bigger, little black book. And guys, guess what? I've got an even bigger little black book. It's not little anymore. So I've got all the sizes here, y'all. I got all the sizes. Look at that. Look at that. All the black books. Look at all of those. What my plan is, this one is going to be on my my YouTube ideas, my plans, my schemes, my stream schemes up in here. That's my idea. So, and notebooks, guys, let me just nesting dolls, but little black books, 100%. Like, planners, journals, and all of that are not cheap. I will tell y'all that 100%. I got one. The one that I got is like Japanese, which I'm really excited to write in. It's like supposed to be like less smudge and smear and all of that. I'm getting really big into stationery. I don't know why. I'm a nerd, y'all. But that being said, this little book, which is, it's a little shorter, but a little bit wider. It's probably like this, like about this tall and about this wide. That's the one I got. Was like $12. I'm like, dang, just paper, bro. It's just paper. I don't know. But yeah, I got all the, and then I've got one for work as well. That's the one I put all my my main quest and to-dos and all that. So, but it's helped me be way better at keeping track of things, because I'm bad at procrastinating, and 2, forgetting. That's something I really struggle with. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So again, guys, go check out Amy's video. Here's the link right here. And if you are a fan of Aragon, guys, if you are a fan of Aragon, the Bearded Book Club is going to start reading Aragon live. So if you can't get it on Libby, or if you want it in a live viewing way, they are fixing to start doing Aragon over on that channel. They just decided it. Did I throw the vote in that way? Yes, I did. I literally came on and they were voting for Aragon, and I was like, I threw the vote. I was in there hot and heavy, and we got the votes, guys. We got the votes. So if y'all want to support that and get Aragon for free, and support a friend of the channels, mine and Amy's channel, y'all go over to Bearded Book Club and check them out. Again, they'll be reading Aragon, and I'm excited for that because Aragon's awesome. I feel like everybody should watch some Aragon, read some Aragon. Yeah, reading live streams and community. 100%. 100%. This is like when people cross state lines to influence an election. Shh. We don't no, that's not us. No, no, not at all. Oh. Did we lose audio? But I can't stand to read. I don't know what to tell you on that one. You can hear me? Okay. My music cut out for some odd reason. I don't know. It was the song. Okay. But yeah, I am excited for that. Y'all should definitely go check that out. Really, really looking forward to that. Yeah. Go check it out. Go show them some love over there on their channel as well. Yeah, you should read Murdoch. I like, we've been reading Murtag like hardcore, y'all. Hardcore. And like every time like I see Murdoch's name, I'm like, Murtag. That's literally, you have audiobooks. Well, that's good. And again, if y'all want, like, Bearded Book Club has a ton of stuff over there, so that is free for y'all to listen. But I think the stuff I listen to, no one here would care to know. I don't know. So I don't know which you liked. Nonfiction, it depends on what nonfiction it is. Yeah, it just really depends on that. Listen to old Civil War history books. He probably does. And he's like dressed up like in period garb, and he's like he's just like got a pipe and he's like blowing bubbles out and he's like, I do declare that tangy mesquite barbecue of the McRib. Oh man, that's hilarious. So yeah, guys, I hope y'all are doing fantastic. We are going to jump into some gaming here in just a few moments, but I am looking forward to it. And we're having a good time. So guys, let me know, what games are you looking forward to this year? I am going to be doing a top 10, possibly top 20 video, hopefully this week, on the top games of the year that are coming out. And I would love to hear your thoughts as well on them. Would y'all be interested in helping shape this list? If you are, put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat if y'all want to help me live right now shape the list that will be the top 10 unmissable games of the year. Well, Murdoch, I'm just gonna say that's not gonna be number one. I don't think I'm going to necessarily like number them. Like, they're numbered on here. I don't think I'm going to necessarily rank them. It's like, here are the most whatever, you know what I mean? Here are the top. There's going to be 20 or 10 or 20 of them, but they're not going to necessarily be ranked in order. So if you're interested in that, it is the first mention. I don't think it's going to be the first mention. It's probably going to get buried pretty hard if it ever gets on the list. I'm being honest, Murdoch. I want to say Murtag. I told y'all. I want to say Murtag over here. Your new name is Murtag. All right. You're a dragon rider. Exactly. It's going to get delayed to 2025. It's just going to keep getting delayed over and over and over again. So here's my list. That I did a top 5. I haven't filmed this one. I don't know if I'm going to, since we're out of 2023. But this is the list that I'm talking about. So I've only got 11 at the moment, because I was going to do 10, but I was like, okay, maybe I do 20. Maybe I go crazy here. So we have Sinuous Saga, Star Wars Outlaws, The Wolf Among Us 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Helldivers 2, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Dragon's Dogma 2, Princess Peach Showtime, which I'm really looking forward to, Black Myth Wukong, Hades 2, and Rise of the Ronin. So that's mine at the moment, but I would love to hear your thoughts, any that I should add on there. Murdoch's gonna be the only one on the server just sailing around with no ships to pirate. Exactly, 100%. Beta had a good turnout. I hope I'm not the only one. So Rise of the Ronin and Black Myth are the two. Which one are you thinking of? This definitely can't wait for Rebirth. I was talking to Bo over at Bo's News Gaming this past weekend, and we were talking about Final Fantasy, and he was wanting to do something around Rebirth. I was like, I haven't even played the first half. The Goose of Tsushima thing on Discord, I saw it like before I went live. I thought it was hilarious. I would love a new Tsushima. That would be awesome. Like, I looked up a list of games, and there's not a lot of dates yet. That's the biggest thing. There's just not a ton of dates that are out and about. Like, I'm not going to put Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. That's not getting on there. Skull and Bones. We'll see. We'll see. You know, I don't know if it'll come out. I think Black Myth Wukong is the one you're talking about. Is it the one that's like the monkey that you fight as? I wish they just had it as a list. It's like an article. And I'm like, I need this as a list, my friends. That's what I need. All right, let's see. All right, in January, we've got War Hospital, Sovereign Syndicate, Time Survivors, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, which I'm really looking forward to. Bulletstorm VR. How are we getting another Bulletstorm? Like, I don't even understand. Like, we're getting another version of it. Fractured Veil, The Last of Us Remastered 2 is coming out in January. Another Code, Retro Wave World, Ace Attorney Trilogy. Pal World literally just looks like, it literally just looks like Pokemon. Y'all see that? Or not seeing that? Let's see. Huh. Hold on. Herder. Let's see. I'm trying to get this where y'all can see this. There we go. Unnamed Goose Ronin. You want a PC port of Ghost of Tsushima? Man, we've been waiting for one and haven't got it. So these are Tekken 8's a big one. I guess I could add that to the list. January 26th. Yeah, I can add that to the list. That's a good one. Pokemon with guns. That's right. I forgot about that. Welcome, Bearded Book Club. I was shouting you out just a few moments ago, telling everybody they should go listen to Aragon, the best book in the world, the best series ever. You know, I fancy myself a Galbatorix. You know, I fancy myself a Galbatorix. And I won't say anything past that because Trey has not read any of that. So I don't want to give anything away. I feel like Last of Us Remastered is a good one to put on there as well. If we're trying to get to 20, I might do this by month. That might be the best way to do this. Nope. And I'm going to be experiencing it live for the next several weeks. Yeah. What day, Trey, are you reading live? Like, is it on Tuesdays or is it on Sundays? I think that's really the Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I think this is the one where you build the town. It's like the Animal Crossing of that series. Yeah, I think those are the big ones. I don't remember this Howl game. Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. Guys, y'all can go check out Bearded Book Club, then come over here and jump on some Nerd Cave goodness. I've almost got some cray-cray eyes. Y'all know what I mean? Got cray-cray eyes. Yeah, I'll have to just kind of look through this. Yeah, read for an hour and then bang. Blade? What are you talking about, Blade? Did Blade get a date? Blade game. I don't remember if it got a date or not. Or if it was in... No, it's 2025, I think. Yeah. Pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2025. Again, there's not a ton of confirmed. Well, this is Polygon's 50 games. Do you remember what that Hobbit game is? What it's called, Trey? Because I don't remember. I am looking forward to this game, Banishers. That does look really cool. Let's try it again. By the way, if you need to copy and paste something without it doing that, Control-Shift-V, and then it will paste it in your Word document without the formatting. Go away. That comes out February 13th. Feb 13th. Guys, we're doing research right now. Tales of the Shire. Yes, I think that's it. Tales of the Shire. It's due out in 2024 on console and PC. I don't know if it will happen, but we'll put it down here as a possibility. Tales of the Shire. We saw a super cool illustrated version of the Samarillion the other day. I don't know if this is coming out. I don't know what this Mario versus Donkey Kong thing is either. It's a remake, Final Fantasy Rebirth, Alone in the Dark. We got David Hayter, I think that's his name. I am super excited for Princess Showtime. Yeah, I don't trust game studios either. Can't find that other game. It must be Black Myth. I think it probably is. There was another one, but I don't think it's coming out this coming up year. What is this one? I don't know what Euden is. Braid Anniversary Edition. I'm not putting. See, this is the Black Myth. Anger Foot. Don't know what that is. Animal Well. That kind of looks cool. Turn-based grand strategy video game for Windows, published by Xbox Studios. In it you'll lead civilizations through their ancient history, medieval period on their way past our modern iPhone bonanza into a bright or not so bright future. See, I need some Frostpunk. Arc 2, Avowed. We'll put that on the list. I don't know if it's coming out though. Like, it's to be determined. Braid looked like a ripoff of the original Donkey Kong, 100%. I was thinking the same thing. Baby Steps. That game looks so stupid. I'm sorry if you like that kind of game. That's not for me. Blade Chimera, Blue Protocol, nah. Casting of Frank Stone. Don't know anything about that. Concord. First person shooter. Don't know anything about it. Well, we got some good ones on here. I think, you know, that's going to be huge. Elden Ring Shadow the Erd Tree. That's DLC, but that's going to be huge. Put it down here on the things that don't have dates. Oh, guys, I think it's time to get in some games though. Thank y'all for helping me with this. And we'll put down here just for Murdoch. Just for Murdoch. Skull and Bones. When does that come out? When does that come out? Like, I really, like, for me, it would be nice for it to finally come out. That way we can stop ragging on February 16th. February 16th. 2025. Yeah, exactly. After 5 years of delays. Where does February 16th land on? Let me look and see, where does February 16th land on? February 16th is a Friday. So if it actually comes out, we'll have to figure something out. We'll have to figure something out. I know I promised. How long did I promise to stream it? How long was it? I don't remember. I know Murdoch knows. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, 24 hours. Like, no, I didn't promise that. I know that. I know I didn't say that. 10 minutes. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. For sure. My game? Weird. I don't know if it is the game or the capture card that's acting up. No signal. Well, I do declare. Maybe we won't be playing. Trying to get this thing to reset, y'all. Trying to get it to reset. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. We're just enjoying some time together, chatting. Like, one of my goals this year, I'm not going to set like a number by any stretch of the imagination, but I definitely want to play more games this year. Like, that is my goal, is to play more games in 2024, just to be able to, like, I looked at like the end of the year, I definitely played a lot more, but I felt like I played less than I had in the past. So like, that's something I definitely want to do in the upcoming year, is play more games. Huh. Well, let me do this. Let's see. So that's the goal. Y'all know, that's the goal. I want to read more and play more. Like, it literally was working and now it's not. I'm not like, what's going on? Oh. You know, guys, you know how it is sometimes. You know how it is sometimes. It's just like, you want it to work and then it just doesn't. But that's all right. That's all right. We're rolling with it. We're rolling with it. See if it's gonna come up. But yeah, so back to, we're talking about the games. Like, this year, again, like this year, it hasn't, everything's been solidified yet. I think that's the biggest thing, is like, we don't know what is fully getting released. Like, Outlaws doesn't have a date. Wolf Among Us 2 doesn't have a date. I don't think Senua's Saga has a date yet. So there's a lot of like kind of play in like what is coming out. So I am looking forward to a lot of these games. I don't know if I will do Rise of the Ronin or Black Myth, just because the pain that it causes me to play Lies of P, which I love Lies of P. It's really, really good. But my lord, is it painful to play. Like, it took me like 2 hours working on a boss the other day. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, how hard this thing is. And can I get a break? Can I get a break? And then I look up a video and it was like, oh yeah, just go buy this thing and chunk these like electric orb things at the boss. And then I did that and literally beat him in like 10 seconds. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. So, it's like, what can you do when it acts like that, It's like, all right, I'm gonna just, but I'm enjoying the story. That's the thing, is like, I am enjoying the story that is in Lies of P, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like, do I keep grinding? Because I know I'm only in the third level. I don't even know how many levels are in Lies of P. There are 11 chapters. I'm in the 3rd chapter, and I've played at least 10 hours, if not more. And I'm like, okay, can I keep doing this? Can I keep doing this? And I'm like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I'm trying to get the capture card to work, y'all. And it is acting cray. I don't know. I did start playing this game the other day. It was like Saturday when I started playing it. It's called Sea of Stars. And if you are a fan of, I'm going to pull up a trailer here in just a second. If you are a fan of the old school, like Final Fantasy, those type games, then I think you will enjoy this game. I started playing Saturday. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just test it out. I'm gonna just see what it's about and everything. And, you know, just so I can say, hey, I played Sea of Stars, because a lot of people really, really like this game. And I'm like, okay, I'll at least try it out. And I played 4 or more hours. I played a good chunk of time with this. So I'm going to play the trailer for you so you can see what it's about. And then I'll talk a little bit more about it, since our capture card's not wanting to work. So this is the trailer for Sea of Stars. All right. I'm learning some things right here. Whoa, that's cool. I ain't gotten to this part yet. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I got to get better at that attack, because I'm really bad about... The fishing is a lot of fun. Ooh. Oh, that's dope. I'm just watching more of this, and I'm like, I gotta play more. So I guess I could have kept it on this. There we go. So you play as these two characters. They are called Solstice Warriors. And one has the power of the moon, one has the power of the sun, and together they are taking down what are called dwellers. They are from this thing called the Fleshmancer, and if they are not cleansed every eclipse, like if one of these isn't cleansed, they try to take one down every eclipse and everything. If it goes past that, then it can turn into a world eater and literally destroy the world. So your job is to go and cleanse one of these dwellers. I'm on my way to my first one, and the combat is really interesting. Let's see if I can get it to where it shows. So this right here, you can see there's like a hammer and then 2 swords. This enemy is like fixing to cast a spell or an ability, and you have to get two like slash cuts, which is I think it's Zell is his name, and then you have to get a hammer, which is like the power attack between these two characters, for them to stop doing their spell and everything. And you want to try to get them to not cast a spell because they're much, much more powerful. So it's pretty interesting because like every attack you can, if you time it right, you can double attack. You can actually increase the power of your attack, and when you're being attacked you can block and reduce some of the damage as well. So I think that it's really, really cool. There's combo attacks, like this is a combo attack between Zell and Garl. I want to say his name is Zell. I might be referencing a book. I don't remember. There's so many books and things that I'm reading right now. But you can see several of these are trying to cast a spell, and this is how many turns you have until that happens and everything. Fire breathing seahorse. It looked like a fire breathing seahorse, which this is really cool. I didn't know this was in the game, but yeah, it definitely looks like. It's shooting something, but the music is really, really cool. The combat is interesting. If you're into like the old school, you know, Final Fantasy games with the turn based and everything, this is an awesome game. I am not into those games, and I've been really, really enjoying it. So I highly suggest this. If you have Game Pass, it is 100% free on there. Again, you do like level up and everything, and you can choose like what different. See if I can pull that. What different thing you want to level up and everything. So like you get a little bit more control of it, and every time you level up, there is like a base level up as well to all your skills. Haven't played this mini game yet. Fishing's fun. You get a new armor, staff, weapons, and all of that. So there's a lot to it. One thing that I also like is if you just want to enjoy the story, there are these things called relics, or you can actually make it harder as well. But these relics, you can turn them on or off at any time, and you can either take less damage, or at the end of a fight, you get automatically healed all the way up to your total health and everything. And there are also relics where it will make the game more challenging, where you take more damage, but the enemies take less damage, and you can kind of tailor it to what you're wanting to play as and everything. So if y'all are looking for a cool game, highly suggest Sea of Stars. It's out. It's a ton of fun, and I definitely will be playing more of it. I might even play some on here. I wanted to play on here, but I had already started it, so it was like, okay, I don't know if I can play this without having to redo like the 4 hours that I've already done, and I didn't want to redo the 4 hours that I've already done. Nate says I played like 5 minutes to get the Microsoft points. I had like started the Microsoft point thing, but then I was like, all right, I'm going to just go for just playing it and see what it's like and everything. But I'm digging the game. I highly suggest it. I think if you are interested in that type of game, you'll enjoy it a lot. And it being on Game Pass, I think makes it even more accessible. I don't know how much it actually is. How much is Sea of Stars? $34.99 on the Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. So if you like Chrono Trigger, Super Mario RPG, that sort of deal, I think you'll like it a ton. So, boom. There you go. There's my recommendation of the evening. And my question is, for all the people that have Nate says, I tried Rise of the Tomb Raider last night, and it's a different play style than the stuff I'm used to. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I think we did that on Game Club. Tomb Raider. Is that the first one? Yeah. That's a really good one. We did that when the first game for Game Club came out in 2015 and everything. I really like it. It definitely gets better as you play. The story is really, really good. Um, the second one I think is even better, just to like be able to cover everything that it does. Like the combat's a little bit more intuitive and everything, but the story is really, really good. So I highly suggest, if you're looking for a good story game and you want to continue that one, it is different than, even the 360 era of Tomb Raider, which was still good as well. Which I think this came out on. No, I think this came out on 360. I think, hold on. I know it's on the Xbox One. Let's see. PlayStation VR, VR. Yeah, Xbox 360. Okay. So it's on the 360, Xbox One, on Game Pass and everything. But yeah, I enjoyed that game. I never played Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which was the third one. But the two that I did play, I really, really enjoyed. And I do want to go back and play the rest of the last one, at least, on and see, how it all kind of ends and everything for that's just my thoughts and everything. And I just want to quick see what everybody's thinking. How many, put a 5 in chat if you've watched Percy Jackson. If you watched the new show Percy Jackson that is on Disney Plus, put a 5 in chat. Amy and I have been watching it, and I think they've done a pretty good job of, like, Rick Riordan has been super heavily involved with it. It is very close to the source material. Some things have been changed just because not everything works like it does in the book, with like movies and all of that, which I understand. But the show, the graphics, thankfully, don't look like just trash. The acting is really good, especially for, kids. Like, there's younger teenagers, but they're, a lot of times, like, younger kids don't act that well. But yeah, like, it's really enjoyable. I think as this continues to be successful, we will see more and more of the series. Like, there's 5 books in the original. I think there's 5 in the second series and everything. I think we will see potentially more past just the Lightning Thief. I'm looking up. I saw like a article on like Percy Jackson's views. Percy Jackson and the Olympians premieres to stellar success with 13.3 million views, surpassing top streaming records in 2023. So that's kind of crazy. Amy says it's been good so far. Yeah, I agree. This is something that I really have enjoyed, like, as a reader. So, like, getting this is really, really cool. So let's see if I can show this to y'all. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is from Variety. The first episode of Percy Jackson and the Olympians brought in 13.3 million viewers in its first 6 days on Disney Plus and Hulu. This numbers puts the series among the top 5 most watched season premieres in all of 2023 on both streaming services. While the exact titles that make up the top 5 list are unknown, both platinum. Then how do we know? I don't even know. Both platforms released major titles this year. Among Disney Plus debuts were The Mandalorian Season 3, which was junk. Loki Season 2, which we watched a few episodes of it. Ahsoka, which I think did okay. I think it had some really good moments in there. And then Secret Invasion, which I heard, just kind of at the end just fumbled the ball. Hulu released in 2023 The Bear, which I've definitely been wanting to watch that. Only Murderers in the Building, Season 3, The Kardashians, Season 3 and 4, and American Horror Story, Season 3, and Futurama Reboot, and more. 13.3 million viewers in 6 days marks an impressive showing for Percy Jackson. For comparison, previously released premiere statistic from Disney Plus include Ahsoka, which reached a slightly higher 14 million viewers in a slightly shorter 5 days of viewing, and Loki reached 10.9 million premiere views in just 3 days, and likely surpassed Percy Jackson's 13.3 million by the 6-day mark. I think, you know, you're looking at this, you're comparing Percy Jackson, which I know the books are huge. I know there's a ton of following and everything, but you're comparing Percy Jackson with literally Loki, a Marvel show, which I know Marvel and Star Wars have both kind of declined over the last few years. But you're comparing this thing that has had horrible movies, you're comparing that with a Marvel show and a Star Wars show. And I feel like Ahsoka would have done better if they would have marketed it better, put it out more, talked about it more, because I felt like it was kind of mum's the word. And then it was like, all right, Ahsoka's here. I feel like Loki got a little bit more, but I feel like it wasn't pushed as hard as like season 1 was. But Percy Jackson doing this well, and I feel like it didn't get a ton of press. Like, it didn't get a ton of promotion. And again, I don't watch ads. Like, we pay for YouTube Red or Premiere or whatever it's called these days. But 13.3 million in 6 days, and it had 2 episodes the first week. I think that's awesome. And okay, so only the first episode of Percy Jackson counted towards the viewership total, though 2 episodes were released on the 19th. Totals for Ahsoka and Loki also only include 1 episode. Viewership across Disney Plus and Hulu counts towards this total, though only the first episode is available on Hulu. Episode 2 streams exclusively on Disney Plus. As rest of okay, so they can only watch 1 episode on there. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy. Just to see where it is. But I say all of that to say this. If Percy Jackson does well and it gets its flowers and they keep the course the entire time, my hopes, my dreams, everybody, is this. My hopes and my dreams are this. Aragon. We finally get Aragon, and it's not awful trash sauce. It's not that, like, you know, and there's like some wetness in the trash can and it's down at the bottom around the ring of the trash can. That's trash sauce, okay? Hopefully, we get a good, awesome version of Aragon. Who would I want to play Aragon? I have no idea. But I would be excited. And the things that they need to make sure that they do right, they got to cast Aragon well. They got to take their time. Paolini has to be involved because the world building, the language, nothing annoys me more than when someone says Murtag is Murtog or I don't even know. There's this one person. There's been multiple people, but when they say Murtag wrong, and I'm like, that's not it. That's not it. Johnny Depp as Brom or as Aragon. Brom needs to be played by Liam Neeson. I like Liam Neeson. I just don't think that I feel like he's got range, but like he's almost like Nicolas Cage at this point. That's my opinion. I don't think Johnny Depp would be a good Aragon. Trying to think of who. Like Liam Neeson would be cool. I don't know if he would come back. Nick Cage as Aragon and Liam Neeson as Brom. Oh. Now, Nick Cage as Durza. Just saying. Just saying. I I don't even I feel like we need to do a like a cast. Like we're gonna cast Aragon. I feel like I need to like take some time and like process. Claudia Black needs to play Angela the Herbalist. I don't know who that is. Let's see. Who is that? Claudia Black. Okay, so she's from Farscape. Oh, she was in Pitch Black. Okay. Queen of the Damned. Never watched that. Rango. Justice League Doom. Oh, she was Cheetah. She was the voice. Okay. Like when I think of Angela, oh, what is that woman's name? I think of Carol Kane. I think of this lady. This is who I think of Angela. I know Angela doesn't necessarily age. She's aged a little bit more and everything now, but this is definitely who I think of as Angela, just because of like she is got that crazy energy and everything. Yeah, this is who I think. Yeah, I don't know anyone really super young actors at this point. I do not want Timothy Chalamet. I do not want him as Aragon. He's too old at this point. Um, just saying, too old at this point. Let's see. Okay, so we've Carol Kane as Angela. Who could we play? Who could Bobcat Goldthwait? That's who we will get as as Brom, y'all. If y'all don't know, he talks like this. That's Bobcat. That's definitely, yeah, she was in the Scrooge movie. That's exactly why I thought of her. But yeah, we should get Bobcat as Brom. Look at him right there. He's got a beard and everything. I'm just joking. I like Bobcat, but I don't think he's gonna be Brom, y'all. Let's see. Brom. Like Ian McKellen would be awesome, but I feel like that's like too much. You know what I mean? I feel like Ian McKellen definitely. You're just bringing him up to annoy. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm totally not. Um, let's see. Hmm. I'm trying to think. Viggo Mortensen, Ewan McGregor. I don't think he's old enough. I don't think he's old enough. Who is this dude? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's dead too. Um, huh. They could dye his hair and stuff. They could. Andy Serkis. I don't think he's Brom though. I feel like Andy Serkis. Who could Andy Serkis be? Because I want that gravitas. I feel like he could do Brom. I don't feel like he's tall enough to be Brom though. Well, the book describes Brom. Let's see. Brom's description. from Aragon. He had white hair and a long white beard, carried Morzan sword Zarok, and could work basic magic. He was gruffy yet kind towards Aragon. He is okay. Well, he's revealed to be a former rider. Like Jeremy Irons played Brom in the movie. I have nothing against Jeremy Irons. I don't know. Trying to think. Huh. I don't know. Do I want John Rhys Davies as Auric? Yes, I 100% do. I want John Rhys Davies as Auric, but I feel like he's a little old for Auric at this point. But I totally would go with him, and that's literally how I picture Auric. If y'all don't, he played Gimli in the Lord of the Rings. Am I just going down a list of Lord of the Ring actors? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Who's gonna stop me? Peter Dinklage. But the dwarves in Aragon are like, they're more like, I don't know. Sean Bean or Gerald Butler for Brom. Sean Bean, I feel, would be good because then he would die. And he's not the one that has the most deaths on screen, but we could get him another one, y'all. We could get him another one. Okay. So we've got, I think Sean Bean would be good. Let him grow out the beard. Now, this is a crazy one, guys. This is a crazy one. What if we got Elijah Wood to play Aragon? And we got, I think Sean Bean could do it. I think he could. Again, are we just casting from other movies at this point? 100%. 100%. I'm trying to think of like young actors. Like I do think the kid that's doing Percy Jackson is pretty good, but I wouldn't just be like, oh, he's played Percy, now let's put him in Aragon, you know? Who would we get as Arya? That's the question. So Arya Drottning, was a teenage elven princess, the primary love interest of Aragon in the Inheritance series. She was the daughter of Isenzadi, queen of the elves in Allegatia. She worked with who played her in the original movie? I don't even know who this person is. I don't even know who this person is. I'm glad I didn't watch this movie, guys. I would have been so angry the whole time. She's not even wearing black. She wore black the whole time. Literally. That's like all she wore during the whole Inheritance saga, except for like when she was in Illis Mira. I'm getting angry at a movie that I'm already getting angry at a movie that sucked already. Yeah. Yeah. So who could we get as Arya? Because like she looks young, but she's not necessarily young. She's like hundreds. She's like at least 100 years old. How old is she? How old is Arya? I think she's like, we were saying teenage. How old is is Arya? 100 years. Boom. Oh yeah, like when are you talking about the end of the inheritance? Like that was such a like like the first time I read it, I was like, what? I was like, what the crap is this? I was like, what the crap is this? Ooh, Gary Oldman. I'm gonna pitch this to y'all. I'm gonna pitch this to y'all. Gary Oldman, Galbatorix. Gary Oldman is Galbatorix. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Because he is an old man now. He's living up to his name, y'all. Yeah, I think Gary Oldman would be awesome as like like I know he's played some villainous roles before. I know we've definitely seen him more recently as like more of a hero at times and everything. Not Galbatorix, then who? Then who? Braum. Oh, Braum would be good, but I feel like either one of those like could work for him. There's an Alfie Oldman. He looks nothing like his dad. Nothing like his dad. So Gary Oldman could be either Braum or, well, what about Sean Bean? I think Sean Bean, like, okay, if we casted Gary Oldman as Braum, the first book we know what happens to him. He's gone. So I feel like we're wasting a perfectly good actor at that point. Now, Ralph Fiennes, guess that's how you say his last name. I have no idea. Charles Dance, who's that? Okay, yeah, I could. Tyrion Lannister or Tywin Lannister. Yeah, I feel like he's good. He'd be good. Maybe a little controversial, but Giancarlo Esposito as Galbatorix. I feel like he gets casted as a villain all the time, though. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he's constantly. That's who he is. He's just the villain. And I know he enjoys playing the villain. Like I don't mind it. I just feel like that's like, here we go. Another, you know. Hey, Fallen Walls, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're doing well. Hope you are as well. It would be an interesting Galbatorix for sure. I'm trying to think. Like, who was I saying? Who was I saying earlier? Ralph. Oh, Ralphie boy. Played Voldemort. Would I want him as Galbatorix? I think he'd do awesome. Do I feel like that would be like, oh, you're just casting him as, because of that? I'd be like, maybe. I don't know. Now, David Thewlis played Lupin. I could see him as Braum as well. I think he would do a good job. Or Jormunder. I think he would do a good Jormunder. Or Horst. I think he would do awesome there. Um, I think he would do an awesome Braum. I really believe that. Because he's got the stature and everything. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. We need a Durza. We need somebody as Durza. We need a Durza. And my first thought is like, oh, if he was still alive, Heath Ledger would be an awesome Durza. The fan cast has Liam Neeson as Ormus. I don't know about that. Like, I feel like Ormus has to be like this really like. I feel like just because of his voice, he gets cast as like God figures a lot, or used to. Robert Carlyle? Who's that? Is this for Ormus or is this for? Oh, he actually played Durza in the original one. Yeah. I would be fine with keeping him. I would be fine with keeping him. Because I loved him as Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah, he played Durza in the original one. Pull this up. Yeah. Yeah, he was Durza in the original one. Way younger there too. Yeah, I don't mind keeping Robert Carlyle as Durza. For sure. Oh, sure. Ian McShane. Who is Ian McShane? I'm bad about names. Ooh. I loved him as Blackbeard. I thought Blackbeard theme's awesome as well. Um, who could Ian McShane be? Lord Bast. It'd be pretty good at that. I know it's a smaller part. Um, searching up old actors. I'm sure they feel great about that. um, I'm trying to think of. We just get Jack Nicholson to be Dursa, y'all. How about that? How about that? Oh man. I'm trying to think of. Okay, so we need somebody for Ormus. We also need a Murtagh, a Roran, and an Aragon, and a Arya still. Um, like several Harry Potter actors and the Game of Thrones actors would be good. I agree. Harry Potter. It's crazy when you look at this. It's like how many of these passed away. It's crazy to look at. Um, wow, Dudley doesn't like. You wouldn't know that this is Dudley unless you looked at him in the face. Like, look at that. Doesn't even look like. Um, Fallen. I haven't watched the Aragon movie either, but I've read the book series several times, and would I would not suggest it to watch it. So that's just my opinion on it. But yeah, if you want to watch it, Paul Bettany as, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. As Oramus? This dude, that's who I want as Oramus. No, I'm just kidding. Now, Emma Thompson, I know I'm going to say this. Emma Thompson as this Lanzati. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that. Hers, like, looking at her here, and that's Wiley Weasley, I'm like, no, that's not true. That's not true. It's not true. Yeah, Fallen. It's a 4-part book series, really, really good. The audiobooks are awesome as well. They're a little bit of a time sink, but they're really, really good. And they just released another book within the series as well. But yeah, the first 4, highly, highly recommend if you like reading. Kate Blanchett would be good too. Yes, 100% agree. Like, I feel like David Bradley, he always gets cast as like this most of the time. He did play a version of the Doctor. He played like a version of the first Doctor. He always gets cast as like this kind of sleazy dude, but maybe him for Ormus. I don't know. Who did I say? I said somebody earlier. Ooh, Brendan Gleeson. I feel like he would be a great Jormander. Oh, Sloane. That is a perfect pick. That is a perfect pick for David Bradley. Nate, 100%. 100. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Now, just hear me out. Just hear me out. If we don't go with the original Durza actor, I think Matt Smith would be a great Durza. Just saying. I think he would be a great Durza. Just because he's got the range and he's got the crazy and all of that. Jormander, I didn't think he was from the plains. Like, I know Nasawada is, and gosh, what is her dad's name? Starts with an A. I can't remember her dad's name. Yeah, I think Matt Smith would be awesome, but I thought Jormander was if we were to cast Mark Hamill in this movie, where would we put him? Ajihad. That's right. That's his name. Okay, I couldn't remember. If we were to cast Mark Hamill, I'm trying to think. Where would I put Mark Hamill in this? Like, he would be good for Brahm, but I feel like other people would be. Now, this is just an idea. I'm just putting this out here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I 100% agree. I feel like we need to stick close to the book when it comes to like where people are from and everything. That's one of the things that I liked was that, where they, yeah. Anyway, Mark Hamill. Brahm would be cool. I would love to see him as the Dwarf King Hrothgar. I think that would be a really cool part for him. Yeah. Or the only reason I wouldn't put him as like the teacher is because of the whole like Last Jedi thing. That's my only like qualms about putting Mark Hamill as like the teacher. Um are you talking about King Orin? Are you talking about that? No, okay, not Oramis. Okay, I thought you misspelled. Okay, so you're talking about I feel like he's a little old for Orin though. But I could see that. I could see him becoming a little petulant. But yeah, I think Rothgar would be really cool for him. Like getting to like have it's Volrinth, the hammer. Like that would be super, super cool. Yeah. Yeah. I think Matt Smith as Durza would be awesome. The only thing like don't know a ton of younger actors to like fill like the Aragon and Roarin roles, that sort of deal. Yeah, like Mark Hamill has done a ton of stuff. One of my favorites is he played one of the main side characters in Jade Empire. Old school game. Really, really loved Jade Empire. Made by BioWare back in the day. Super, super cool. But yeah, I can't remember who he played in Kingdom Hearts though. But yeah, I should have tried to beat Kingdom Hearts 3, but I never got back around to it. You know, that's just life though. Oh, well, a lot of good choices here. Master Ericus, I guess that's how you say it. I guess Master Ericus. Okay, yep. I got you now. I got you now. Back to Ian McShane. If he would be a cool Oramus, I feel like. We also have to cast Saphira. Birth by Sleep. Gotcha. Yeah, and like I think the hardest thing about Aragon is the link between Dragon Rider and Dragon and like communicating that within the story. How do you do that and do that effectively? I think that is one of the hardest things um to make happen for this show, which I think if it's a show then it could be done better than a movie because you have more time and everything, but you know you know you know boom. Well guys, we're gonna call it early tonight. I apologize that the capture card was acting crazy. I have no idea what's going on there, but we will get that sorted out and we will be back Thursday. Either we will have Nerd Cave news, which we'll cover all the news that's happening this week in gaming, or we will be playing some games and all of that, which will be a ton of fun. But guys, I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the night, and I will see you all on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Boy.